you cowards, then it's gonna be quick. Alright, all your men have been to jail before? Whoa. And all them upper cats you run with, get done with, dumb quick. You gon' approach the dog with some bumps. Alright, they gonna click. Now I'm 1-1. All over some dump. Ain't that something? It's the mommy of clubs. Every time you come around, it's like, I just gotta get my. And I don't know who the you think you talking to, but I'm not him, alright, Slim? So watch what you do, or you gon' find yourself next to someone else. And we all thought you loved yourself, but that couldn't have been the issue. Or maybe they just saying that now cause they miss you. Try to diss you, that's why you laying on your back, looking at the roof of the church. Preacher telling the truth and it hurts. Y'all gon' make me lose my mind. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me go all out. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me act a fool. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me lose my cool. Up in here, up in here. Off the chain, I leave soft in the brain. Still want the fame, off the name. First of all, you ain't rap long enough to be with me. And you ain't strong enough. So whatever it is they got you thinking that you Superman. I got the kryptonite. With my the mic. That's characters, not even good actors.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Space City, Houston, Texas, and NRG Stadium. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the New England Patriots and the Houston Texans. Tirico, my partner Greg Olson, set to bring this to you. Ka'imi Fairbairn getting this one started. Off we go from NRG Stadium. Get across the 20, mark him at the first 2-yard line. Former Buckeye, Travion Henderson. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
Again, it's Henderson. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So the third down forthcoming.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
That'll be caught. It's Travion Henderson. Give them 14 on that one. Good for a Patriots first down.
It's a gain of 14.
These third down conversions are just so important. Like everybody stresses, we want to possess the ball. Give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. Tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A first down.
That's another.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
On play action, here's May. Moving left. Got his man at the 6. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
22 more yards.
That is a gain of 22, and it sets up first down and goal.
They do a really nice job of taking everything away initially, but you have to keep the quarterback in the pocket, especially if you're playing man coverage. You simply can't ask your coverage unit to match up and cover that long.
Henderson trying to create some space, but will not find much. He'll get a yard. They'll mark it at the 3.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal. At the Texans' 3-yard line.
Ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. From out of the gun, here's May. He's got his big tight end, Hunter Henry. Touchdown, Patriots. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Makes the score Patriots 7, Texans nothing.
So following the touchdown, Borregalis is back to send this one away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Get your money up.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
On the quick, right?
First carry for Joe Mixon. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And the Texans first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll go play action with Stroud. His first throw of the game is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Christian Gonzalez.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
To throw on first down is May. Open man, Demario Douglas. They're going to work this down inside the 45.
It's a gain of 18.
Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a first down.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why. This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Throwing on 2nd down, May. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the first quarter of play. Time for the second quarter. Patriots with the football. They begin with a 3rd down and 3. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here. Talk things over before 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Henderson.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient. Just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is, it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, they're going to have to look to their defense to play really well.
Hey, what's up? Get.
Now the Patriots are going to use their first timeout as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. They're going. It's May. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
It's a turnover on down.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that 4th down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time 4th down stop.
On 1st down, they'll start with Mixon. Room to run past midfield. Down the sideline to the 20. An electrifying run, bringing it all the way inside the 15-yard line. It's a big-time run by Mixon. 54 yards.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
On 1st down, they keep it on the ground, and they keep it with Mixon. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
5-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. And he'll take it on in. Christian Kirk, touchdown, Houston.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back. Even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan, everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. On the return, Travion Henderson. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
Their own 26-yard line.
Off the play fake, it's May. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion right. Off the play fake, here's May. This one intercepted. It's the linebacker, E.J. Speed. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Here we go. 18. What's that?
Off the play fake, here's Stroud. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Christian Gonzalez.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
On 1st and 10, here's May. That's complete to Stephon Diggs. And he's out of bounds. Gain of 4. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
May to throw on 2nd down. That's over the middle and intercepted. Hit on the rookie out of Penn State. And he won't be able to take it all the way in, but that is a great return, and they are set up first and goal.
Sets up a first down and goal at the 10-yard line.
Here we go.
To throw, it's Stroud. Now, screen set up for Marks. And a good job there, hemming him in. They get it to the 8-yard line.
Brings up second and goal at the Patriots' 8-yard line.
2 minutes to play in a tight one-point game in this first half. Greg and I, back from Houston in a moment. Still at the 8-yard line for second down and goal.
Oh, ready? Why, Tony? Ready?
From the gun, here's Stroud. This one caught at the 4. To the goal line and in. Nico Collins. Touchdown, Texans. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown, and Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go. Take advantage of the short field and results in a nice touchdown. I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on two-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
On the return, Travion Henderson. Now an opening past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line.
Come out with me. Hey, here we go, throw. Benny, what's up?
They'll go play action with May. And that one just kept getting worse and worse until finally they bring him down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
He's found his receiver, Butte. That will make third down a little more manageable. Good yardage gained on that one.
A gain of 12 on the play. Brings up third and long.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And for the third time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Derek Stingley.
Mays pass. Intercepted. The Texans take over first and 10 at the 39-yard line.
From the 39, here's a first and 10.
Now, who's what? Tony.
Stroud to throw. Going for it all. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. The next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
Throwing on second down. Stroud. And they're going to get to him and take him down. Taken back to the other side of midfield.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. this time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long.
18. What's up?
Throwing is Stroud. That ball is caught on the sideline and both feet inbounds. A big 3rd down pickup for a 1st down. They get the conversion in a big way. That's good for 29 yards. Here's a timeout, Houston. That's their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Let's go. 18. 11. Look the hot.
Now, Stroud. That is caught. What a throw. Nico Collins. Touchdown, Houston. His 2nd touchdown of this 1st half. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start to this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this game.
To the end zone. It's and now he loses the football. I believe the Texans got this one back. They did. And they will keep possession.
Patriots 7. Naimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the 1st half. And the kickoff's coming their way. On the return, Travion Henderson. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
At their own 23-yard line.
Maynard on 1st and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
3-yard line.
Operating from the shotgun, it's May. He'll let this go deep for Diggs. Brought down on what will be the final play here in this 1st half. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the 2nd half is underway. Stop.
The Texans
25. The drive will begin then.
At their own 25-yard line.
They'll begin on the ground, and here's Mixon. And he'll take this up to the 30. He'll pick up the 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5. At the 30-yard line.
Stroud going to set up to throw. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, and it falls to the ground. It's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Christian Kirk. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
18.
Now Mixon. And he'll have the 1st down. He'll get him up around the 37.
Wow, a little change of play call here, and that's typically not what we see at this down and distance. That's typically a passing down, Mike, but they catch the defense off guard, keep the ball on the ground, and they're able to pick up enough for the 1st down.
Tony.
On play action. Stroud. Throw on the run is complete. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. 14 on the pickup. First down for Houston.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
Now whistles. Play clock at 0, and that'll cost them 5. Now the Patriots going to use their first timeout. They'll be disappointed. There after giving up the first down.
Here we go. 118. What's that?
Now Stroud. That one out wide for Marks. And the defense isn't going to let him wiggle out of that one. They force him out behind the line of scrimmage.
What they teach these backs is when you catch a check down, immediately try to get vertical. Try to put a hole in the defense coming to rally tackle. So give credit to the defense here. They strung this out and made him go sideways, and they forced him to go so far sideways, he went out of bounds.
He'll run it, and it's the USC man, Woody Marks. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Lane closed quickly. Here comes third down.
It's a gain of 5. Third and 10.
All right.
To throw is Stroud. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 20.
He had 2 touchdowns earlier, looking to see what he can do here in this second half. That grab gets them a first down.
At the 27-yard line.
Here we go. Let's go. 118.
They'll run with Mixon. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
Tackle made at the 21-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
Here we go. 118.
Here's a toss, right side to Mixon. He's going nowhere. Losing yardage on that play.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and with a defense that can run to the ball, we're able to get you down for a loss.
Nico Collins was the intended receiver there. And that'll set up 4th down. Tymee Fairbairn coming on to try the field goal. And he pulled it left. No good. And their lead will stay right where it is.
They're just trying to extend the lead here, and this is definitely one they're going to want to have back.
On the ground, it's Henderson to start this drive. He finds a seam, a good run, up past the 40. Let's give him 9 on that one.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL might do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Second and inches. Out of the gun, here's May. Flushed to his left. The second down throw is incomplete. Demario Douglas, the intended target. And 3rd down coming up.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out? But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. It's the quarterback with the sneak. And he's going to have the Pats' 1st down. As they manage to convert, that'll keep this drive alive.
Mike, I think the way we've seen the NFL going these past couple years is I think all these quarterbacks, they love when the call comes in for the sideline for quarterback sneak. Hey, coach, put the game on my shoulders. With this offensive line, I'm going to pick up this 1st down. And that's exactly what we did.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Working out of the gun. It's May. Pass caught right side by Henry. And he'll be run out of bounds. It's a good gain on 1st down. They pick up 7 yards. From the 48-yard line. Here's 2nd and a couple. To throw is May. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. A gain there of 24 yards. 1st down, New England.
24-yard gain on the play. 1st down, Patriots.
Throwing is May. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver knew what was going on. It's incomplete. Hunter Henry was the one he was looking to connect with. And it'll be 2nd down. May to the air once more. Moving to his right. The ball comes out. One of his teammates is there to pick it up. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Throw again is May. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. Fighting for the goal line. They're going to stop him just short, but he has picked up the 1st down.
First down. 1st and goal.
They'll run with Henderson. Trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short. The Pats will stop it here. They'll use their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. Throwing now is May. That is caught, and he will score. Game on. Travion Henderson. Touchdown, New England. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
He'll swing that out wide, and he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. We call it the octopus, and it cuts the deficit down a bit further. So things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. Here's Tremon Smith on the return. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Whole lot of extra muscle over there on the left side for this 1st and 10.
Look at hot.
Back to throw. Stroud. Open man downfield. That is Bryant. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. That one good for 26 yards.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conserved. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out. So these situations, Mike, are always very tricky for a play caller. Of course you want to keep the clock moving. You're just trying to run the game out and maintain this lead, but you also don't want to become overly predictable. So with the defense just selling out to stop the run, I think they have to mix in a few high completion percentage passes to just at least keep them off balance.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They'll drop to throw. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. 16-yard pickup on that one. It's good for a Texans 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
The Texans going to go ahead and use their 1st timeout here, and they'll take it with just over 90 seconds left on the clock. Here's 1st and 10. They will work the middle with Mixon. Not much there. Maybe a yard. Look them up on a 2nd down and 8.
Here we go. Love it. Foul.
Carry now for Marks. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
13 yards on the play.
A pickup there of 13. First down for Houston.
First down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
118. Outside.
Who go again with Marks. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap. Not this one. They stop him for no gain.
A loss of a
Lost
yard.
one on the
Brings up
last play, so now it's
11
second and
at the
11.
28-yard line.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. Here's a shot toward the end zone.
And that's just the disastrous outcome on that last pass. I mean, yes, you have to stay aggressive knowing you're trailing here late in the game, but you can't be reckless. Don't try to get it all back in one throw. That final pick, that might just seal the deal for their opponent.
Here's first and 10. Now, May. That is incomplete. So the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it. Here's a timeout, Houston. That's their second. And they'll get together prior to the second down play. Here's May. That is incomplete with 1 second left on the clock.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. It's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
Here we go. One final play. He'll look deep here for Diggs. And that's going to be incomplete. The defense holds here in the final minute, and they're going to get out of here with a victory. So it's a win here for the Texans. They were the aggressors from the start, able to dictate the pace of play, and in the end, they come away with the victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Texans as we say, so long from Houston.
Stop the run. Stop the run. Stop the run. Stop the run. Can't stop the run. We can't stop the run. Stop the run. Stop the run. Stop the run. Can't stop the run. We can't stop the run. Can't stop the run. You can't stop the run. Can't stop the run. You can't stop the run. Can't stop the run. You can't stop the run. Can't stop the run. You can't stop. Shake my paranoia. Can't stop the run. 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 Shake my paranoia. I'm moving, dancing like Madonna into the groove. Shake my paranoia. I'm moving, dancing like Madonna into the groove.
Travel west from Midtown Manhattan through the Lincoln Tunnel to the Jersey side. It's MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Minnesota Vikings and the New York Giants. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olsen. Will Reichert will get this one started. Off we go from MetLife Stadium. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Ready up! Ready! Check up!
Now the former Sun Devil is Cam Scatterboo. And that play gets nothing. So no gain on the game's first snap.
Mike, this defense talked all week about the importance of coming out fast and starting this game the right way. And it's less about the loss of yards there on that first play and more about just setting the tone. Hey, we're going to be here all day. We're bringing it. And boy, did they ever.
Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Javon Hargrave in for the sack. It is a loss of 8. And now it's 3rd down.
This has been a tough sequence right out of the jump. You work all week on your opening script, and they're usually the plays that you feel the best about to try to establish some sort of early rhythm, but through 2 plays, run and pass, all they've done is go backwards.
3rd and long, and Dart is going to throw. That's caught, and it's Cam Scatterboo. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. It'll bring up 4th down.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
Price now to return. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. McCarthy now going to start with a pass. Headed left, buying time. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That pickup good for 29 yards.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
Flush to his right. Now he'll run it.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his 1st and 2nd read, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 4. That's into the hands of Aaron Jones. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
We'll try and run for the 1st down with Jones. And he'll have the 1st down at the 26. So good job on the ground to keep this drive rolling. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
1st down, Minnesota.
Here's Hockenson in motion.
60 Bison. Check up.
On 1st down, here's McCarthy. That's to the right side and incomplete. Jalen Naylor was the intended receiver that time. It's second down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
Still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. This one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not.
And he's in. Jalen Naylor. Touchdown, Minnesota.
And that was just a great drive. Really, from start to finish, Mike, you could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm. Mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession, worked to perfection. When you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns, man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
And he will take it in and tack on the 2 points to make it 8-0.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
On the return, it's Gunnar Olszewski. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
A play fake, now Dart. Open man downfield, that's Neighbors.
It's a gain of 18.
1 quarter in the books. 8-0 is our score. We're back to upstate New York in just a moment. Giants football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with 1st and 10. On the give, it's Scatterboo. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
He's across midfield to the 48-yard line. A gain of 4.
Here's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Let's go. Hawks. 18 Cardinals. 7
To throw is Dart. Pass complete to Neighbors. And he's in! Malik Neighbors. Touchdown, Giants.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
Ty Felton now on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. They'll fake the give, and now it's McCarthy. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track, because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these 3rd downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force 3rd down, they got to get off the field.
Throwing here on 1st and 10 is McCarthy. His throw left side is complete. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Remember, he had the touchdown on the opening drive, and here on drive 2, he gets a first down with that catch. From the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and the quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
To the air once more is McCarthy. That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there. Separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. And that defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
To the air on 3rd down is McCarthy. Escaping to his left. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force 4th down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
On 4th down, here's McCarthy. That's taken in, and he's going to pick up the Vikings' first down. They find a way to keep the drive going with the 4th down conversion. 2 minutes to play in a tight 1-point game in this first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll go play action here with McCarthy. That's caught downfield by Jefferson. The first catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
That is hauled in at the 5. And he'll take it on in. Jordan Addison. Touchdown, Vikings.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Will Reichard to kick off.
Reichard out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. Here comes a return from the 5. He'll get across the 20, mark him down 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
So run it down. Get your money up. I put money down. On all of us. On my people now. On what I love. Ooh, baby, it's dangerous. Your problems are just not the same to us. We're dealing with things you ain't seen before. We're feeling the weight of our ancestors. We're healing with ways that don't last for long. Don't have the time in it obvious. No help for the weak, but the strong. Plenty of boy for all of us. Now bring out the truth in this. My homies got this week. Let they say with them.
here is Dart. That is caught. It's Robinson. And he's got it to the 35-yard line. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down.
Let's go. Hey, the 60. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
Now the shotgun. It's Dart. Left side in the hands of Neighbors. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. 2 first downs, and they're at the 46 now. It's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 46.
Operating from the gun, it's Dart. He'll look deep here for Neighbors. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down. Malik Neighbors, the intended receiver. And that will lead to a 2nd down. To the air once more is Dart. He'll look middle here and get it to Neighbors. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Throwing again, Dart. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
This one is caught by Robinson. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Now a timeout. Giants, that is their 2nd. As they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining until halftime.
21-yard line.
70 Lions. Let's go right now. Let's go.
Dart gonna throw it again. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted.
Intercepted by the Vikings. They'll take over 1st and 10.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
Huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Cougar 19. Warrior 70. Check out.
Out of the gun, here comes Dart. Get this into the hands of Neighbors. The Giants going to call their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
At the Vikings 7-yard line.
Let's go. Viking 18.
Dart going to throw here on 2nd down. That one knocked away in the end zone, incomplete. What a good job locating the football by the defense where it matters most. And it'll bring up 3rd down now.
Ready? Hawk, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Throwing, Dart, and that is incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down. It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. 18 Pioneers.
They'll go, and here's Dart. That's incomplete. Daring call on 4th down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on down. McCarthy now to throw on 1st and 10. And the pressure too great. He's sacked in the end zone. That's a safety. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. And this ball is not going to get to the 20, so that's whistled dead, and the ball gets placed at the 40-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now Jones, a modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
At the 43-yard line.
Play action now. It's McCarthy. Rolling to the left. Escaping the danger. Throwing and completing. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. A big play for Minnesota. 36 yards.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. You can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Cordell Flock.
McCarthy's pass. Intercepted.
So we saw in the first half, Mike, they were willing to take some risks. It allowed them to build this halftime lead. Now the opposing sideline, they're looking to fight back. They're looking to cut that lead down. That's what that coverage seemed. It looked like they baited that quarterback to force that errant throw and lead to that turnover. Now it's their offense coming back on the field with a chance to cut this deficit.
Open man downfield. That's Neighbors. And they're not going to catch up to him. He will score. One play, 80 yards. Touchdown, New York. Gano on to add the extra point. Oh, look at this. It's a fake. This will be caught. And he's going to take this into the end zone. I wasn't sure we'd ever see a fake extra point again, but this one works. So instead of one, they get two. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Price now to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
And they're on 27-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. On a short run taken by Hawkinson. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Down the left sideline. And he will score. Jalen Naylor. Touchdown, Minnesota. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. A terrific job all the way around, especially after the catch, Greg, to take it to the end zone for a touchdown.
I'm just so impressed by the acceleration of this receiver, Mike. He catches what is a short pass, and he's able to turn it up the field and take it all the way for 6. That is an impressive play, run after catch.
The Vikings will line up
From the gun, here's McCarthy. And he gets in for the 2-point conversion. And the lead bumps up to 7.
Giants 17.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
Will Reichard to kick off.
Reichard out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. Olszewski now to return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. Track 60 bison, 60 bison. 18, pioneer.
Here's Dart on 1st and 10. He'll look deep here for Neighbors. And the Vikings are going to take over here up near the 40.
They'll take over 1st and 10.
So often it just comes down to decision-making, and while you understand there's going to be ups and downs and ebbs and flows anytime you're dealing with a young rookie quarterback, the reality is he wants to play well here at home. Maybe he's pressing a little bit, but he wants his fans and his home crowd to be behind him and support him. That's going to come. That's going to be all in due time. But here today, he's got to worry about just play well and execute at the quarterback position. Everything else will take care of itself.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd.
Now it's 2nd and 1.
48-yard line.
Again, it's Jones. And look out there. Upended at the line of scrimmage.
Great job here defensively, Mike. Make them snap the ball again. 2nd and 1, they're not conceding anything. Make it 3rd and 1 and see if your defense can come up again.
No more. It's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, this seems pretty down for a loss.
They'll go. Here's McCarthy. He's going to be the break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. And what did the
gain there? It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that 1st down.
So often sacks, especially on 1st down, can be drive killers. But their ability here to take this from 2nd and long to 3rd and short, they've got a really good opportunity here, Mike. If they don't get it on 3rd, don't be surprised if they go for it on 4th.
And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8. Throwing now, it's McCarthy. Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes.
This is what you don't want to see out of your quarterback. As that pocket starts to collapse, the good ones, they can keep their eyes downfield and feel the rush. They don't need to see the rush. Here, his eyes go down. He starts moving around the pocket. Nowhere to go with the ball, and they bring him down for a sack.
Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9, and 3rd down. Coming up. Working out of the shotgun, it is... Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Cordell Flott. One back the distance. Touchdown, New York. offense trying to extend the lead, but the defense, not only the takeaway, but Greg, the pick six, and they can tie this thing up.
Yeah, and this game has been in the balance the entire way, and now for this defense to come up with this pick six, they've got a decision to make now.
And now, will you look at this? It's a fake! In trouble, and down he goes.
I just can't wrap my head around that decision, Mike. I mean, think about it this way. If you want to go for two, by bringing your extra point unit on, you have to snap the ball from the 15. If you keep your offense on the field to go for two, you get to snap the ball from the 2-yard line.
Ty Felton now on the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Off the bootleg, it's McCarthy. That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete. The intended receiver was Justin Jefferson. And it'll bring up second down. From the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
So the hope is, when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
A gain there of 15. First down, Minnesota.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
The throw is McCarthy. That's caught downfield by Jefferson. They get 22 yards there. It'll be a Vikings first down.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
And remember, he threw that pick six on the previous drive, so don't think that's still not in the back of his head. He's certainly not going to risk giving the ball away again, and good decision there to just throw it away.
McCarthy to the air on second down. Oh, he did all he could to get away, but they're going to catch up to him. It is a big loss. And now the defense is going to take their first time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with a 2-minute warning coming up momentarily. This crowd into it now as we get to third down. On play action, here's McCarthy. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you could see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page, and that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. The offense staying out there for this fourth down. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first, as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming. On fourth down, here's McCarthy. That's taken in. And he's going to be marked out of bounds down at the 3. They pick up 27 and convert on fourth down.
And that first down should all but do it, Mike. With only one remaining timeout, the defense just can't stop the clock enough. Got to imagine it's victory formation. We're a couple kneels away from this game being over.
They'll run it here with Jones. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
Gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal.
A little closer. Here's 2nd and goal.
Let's go now. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
They'll run the sneak, and he's able to get the ball across the goal line. He's in. J.J. McCarthy, touchdown Vikings. Certain quarterbacks have a knack for that, and he finds the space to get in the end zone for the touchdown, Greg.
Yeah, just a good old-fashioned quarterback sneak. Kind of a play that's taken the league by storm. Not necessarily the tush-push like we see up in Philly, but just as effective here, Mike.
Reichard, good with the extra point. The Vikings are going to open up the lead to 8. Reichard out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. Olszewski now to return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Oh, he can't get rid of it, and he's taken down. They'll come up now for 2nd down.
Loss brings up 2nd and 20 at the 18-yard line.
Operating from the gun, it's Dart. That's complete to the tight end, Theo Johnson. He gets free. And this will be a touchdown. They are within a 2-point conversion of coming back to tie this game.
What a finish there to get the touchdown, but of course the job's not done, and this is where the defense needs to regroup, Mike. It's one thing to give up the touchdown, but now you're still one stop away from being the hero. They got to dial in, get their best defense called, and somehow find a way to keep them out of the end zone.
Here's a big moment for Big Blue. The Giants are going to go for 2.
The Giants will line up for the 2-point conversion.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Out of shotgun. It's Dart. And he is going to get into the end zone. The 2-point conversion works. And we've got ourselves a tie game.
You can just tell the teams that practice these end-of-game situations. After the offense scored, there was no big hoopla. They weren't throwing themselves a parade. They immediately knew they had to go for 2. Get back in the huddle, get their best play call executed, and we got a tie ball game.
Ty Felton now on the return. A good return as he takes it across the 30.
At their own 31-yard
On 1st down, here's McCarthy. To the right side, he's got Hopkinson, his tight end. That's a second charge timeout for Minnesota. And they stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter.
at the 35-yard line.
2nd down, they need 7.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 70 Lions.
Setting up to throw is McCarthy. intercepted. Picked off by Micah McFadden.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
To throw, it's Dart on 1st and 10. A quick slant into the hands of Johnson. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. Now a timeout, Giants. That is their second. And the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go.
At the 33-yard line.
On 1st down, Dart. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
And in this situation, Mike, with time running down, an incompletion here is not the worst thing in the world. Remember, you're already well within scoring range. Now you're just trying to get as close as possible. You can't take a sack, and of course you can't turn it over. So if it's not there, just throw it away.
Dart going to throw here on 2nd down. A ball deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
I can sit up here all day, Mike, and we could talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
Riggs! 19 Lions! Dragon 60 Eagles! 60 Eagles! Check out!
Throwing again, Dart. Now a short one, caught by the tight end, Johnson. Oh, he's taken down here. Fire drill time. They've got to run the field goal unit out. The Giants going to call their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play.
A 44-yard attempt.
This kick is good. And that very likely will be a game winner.
And that's just got to be a great feeling over on that sideline, Mike. I mean, an excellent job by this offense to give yourself a chance to win it. And then this kick, I mean, what's left to be said? It was never in doubt, and it's going to lead this team to a victory.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. And now, after just taking the lead, the kickoff goes out of bounds. Big mistake as the ball will be placed at the 40. They'll come up for 1st and 10. Here's McCarthy. He allows another catch for his favorite target. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. Here's 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
To throw is McCarthy. That's deep for the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. They took the end zone shot of the final play. It's a heartbreaking finish, and this one will come to an end. So it's a win for the men in blue. The Giants get it done. They get themselves into field goal range for one final shot. Kicker delivers. They avoid overtime and come away 3-point victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Giants are